Hey everyone, my name is Guinevere and welcome back to Icy. Let's get back into it. Loading. Okay. So I think from the last episode we just escaped from the bandits. So we're getting away fully this time. I think that's what we're doing. You spot an old house and tell everyone to get inside. You should be safe and able to rest here. At least for a time. Well, we can stay here for the night. I don't think they'll be after us. Fine. Let's see if there's something useful in this place. The group start to scavenge inside the buildings. It looks like someone's shelter, but has clearly been abandoned years ago. You find some useful supplies, such as a couple of handmade bows and arrows, some very rusty blades, and 3 bandages. They seem clean enough to be useful. While Demetra is preparing a fire, you see Ava, same difference, speaking up. What shall we do now? Survive like we always do, one way or another? Don't worry, we'll keep you safe. They won't get us again. Tomorrow we'll get as far from here as possible. It's the safest thing to do, or say nothing. Tomorrow? Or should we say survive? We'll survive or we'll keep moving on. Which one do I think would be the better one? I think we'll survive. Yeah, we'll survive. I don't think I'll be able to keep running like we did today. You can leave me here. I can take care of myself. Okay. While Ava is talking, Jerome motions you to come closer. You then turn your attention again to the girl. Why would you say that? We'll never abandon someone just like that. Don't even think about it. I'm not going to leave you alone to die in these woods. We need to stay together. If we want to survive, you're coming with us. I'm sorry, but I must go. We'll talk later. While Ava's talking, Jerome motions you to come closer. You then turn your attention again to the girl. We'll go that one. We'll never abandon anyone. Actually, either this one or this one. This one. I'm not a child. I'm more than capable of taking care of myself. Sure that, but that doesn't mean that you need to be alone. Life out here is easier with someone watching your back. No one can survive on his own in the white wasteland. That's why you should come with us. We need all the help we can get. I don't think so. I've seen experienced survivors die because of unexpected accidents, and you're too young to be on your own. Well, this one. Ava lowers her eyes and waits a few seconds before answering. Fine. but I don't want to be treated like a child. I'm old enough to deserve some respect. Looks like we have a deal. Now let me go talk to my friend who seems to be on edge, and you will have it. I promise you. Now let me go talk to my friend. He seems to be on edge. We'll see about that. Now let me go talk to my friend. It's a deal. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, and thank you for being nice to me. I'm tired of people that only see me as a little kid. She turns away and goes to sit near the fire. You can finally approach Jerome, who seems eager to talk to you. Now listen to me. Listen carefully. You know how it works with families and new people. We are here with 3 strangers, but the girl is clearly too young to have any authority on this matter. Demetra and I will just pretend that you were our leader already. The tradition is that the newcomers accept the family leadership, and we can't tell them that our leader died the same day the bandits attacked us. We'll treat them as new members of our family. And since there is an actual leader, that Carlos guy won't argue with that. Or at least I hope so. Are you okay with this? Well, I actually like the idea of being the leader. Why did you choose me? Why can't you be our leader? Will I really be the leader? Or will that just be a phase? A farce? It was a phase. Go with I like. You will. You're cut out for it. We need a new strong leader after what happened, and you're the best option. Just remember to listen to old Jerome's advice. Will you? Now let's go talk to our new companions. When everyone is gathered around the fire, Carlos begins what will be a long discussion. So, what now? Do we know where we are? Yes, this is Vale. A relatively enclosed territory, not so far from where we got caught. And what shall we do now? I suppose we have to choose a new leader, don't we? Wait for Jerome to say something. Speechgraph. No, we don't. If you're willing to join us, you will accept our current leader as the tradition dictates, so you will accept me as your new leader. Intimidate. We already have a leader. I am the one in charge now. I'm gonna wait for Jerome to say something. No, it's not. It won't. No, it won't be necessary. Jerome stands up, comes near you, and puts his hand on your shoulders. This person has led us in the past and will do so in the future. And why should we accept that? We're not joining your family. We're about to create a new one. We should discuss it. It'd be useless to discuss this all night long. I can assure that you'll be treated fairly. Let Jerome talk. We can go back and forth all night about it, but there are 3 of us, and we're not changing our leader. Don't worry. You'll be treated like our brothers. Okay, fine. As long as you respect our needs, we won't cause any problems. So, what shall we do now? Our friends are in the hands of some mysterious and incredibly well-equipped fighters who deal with local bandits for reasons unknown. We need to track them down and hopefully save them. That won't only allow us to free our friends, but also to discover who those people are and why they get their awesome where they get their awesome equipment. What? They had everything that a survivor needs, and then some. I'm getting old, and it would be nice to finally live a decent life. But their direction is unknown to us. We can't just ask everyone we meet if they have seen some super soldiers passing by. They might be one of those mercenary groups. They finally, words, English, what are you doing? They're usually rich and well equipped. We may not want to deal with them at all, actually. We can't ignore the fact that their friends were kidnapped there, either. Again? What? Maybe Jerome already has something to tell us? The first thing we need to do is ensure our survival. We have nothing right now, and we can't face high-tech soldiers without some decent equipment and lots of supplies. We need a direction to follow. As Demetra said, we can't just travel around and ask people about them. Try our survival. We have nothing right now. We can't face high-tech soldiers without some decent equipment and lots. Survival is priority, I think. Will be the better one here. Or should we do this one? Oh, it's a hard decision. I'll grab this one. Well, I have a friend not so far from here. He lives in a settlement called the Wind Tower, south of here. He's a weapons trader, so maybe he will know more about them. He deals with special stuff too. So if those mercenaries are locals, he may know them. How far is this place? No more than a couple of days from here, I'm pretty sure of it. People get talking and you quickly discover that April and Carlos are good company. Ava is a little more silent, but she seems to know enough about survival not to be a problem for your group. You will be able to talk privately with your companions using the button at the left top of the map screen. Oh, cool. One of these. Oh, that's me. That's the party, Jerome and Demetra. It's a diary. Cool. That's my inventory. Oh, that's right, I have a crowbar. Cool. Here's my health, food. What is that? Use this button to talk to your friends. Oh, okay, up there. Use the buttons to learn more about your quests, your characters, your companions, and your inventory. Use this button to access the main menu. Okay. Medication, food, fuel, and bullets. Scavenge button will activate when you are in a building. So which one is it? This one. This one's the hunting. This one's the map. Okay, sweet. Let's talk to Jerome. What brings you to old Jerome? What can you tell me of your contact in the Wind Tower? What happened to your eye? What brings you? I'm quite curious about your past. I bet you've seen all the kinds of things. Can you tell me about the Veil? What do you think about our mission? We'll talk about this. He's a friend of mine. We used to travel together, but he eventually decided to live at the Wind Tower after a wolf used his right leg as a chew toy. Oh, lovely. Poor guy. He didn't deserve that. Did you hear those stories about people who masturbate too often? Apparently, if you play with yourself too much, a wild bear will appear and swipe half your face off. Oh my god. So if you like to enjoy yourself during all these cold and lonely nights, place some bear traps around your tent. When she stopped, the bear didn't come a second time. Do you have some traps that I can borrow? And then she stopped. Or maybe I'm really good at building bear traps. Jerome starts laughing and puts her hand on your shoulder. Anyway, we were hunting and a bear decided to knock me upside the head with its big old claws. Less than I, yet I suddenly become more aware of my surroundings. Ironic, isn't it? The battle's past. Bit 1. I travelled a lot before ending up with this family, and I've seen many different places and different people. Only the pricks are pretty much the same wherever you go. I was born a nomad, and I will die a nomad. Every wanderer dreams about settling in a safe and warm place. But most of them just keep roaming around until they take their last breath. I abandoned my first family when I was 20 years old. We lost each other during a snowstorm, and I never managed to find them. We were traveling in the Great Plains, a dangerous place with scarce landmarks. Luckily for me, I found a new family after 2 months. I kept searching for my parents for a while, but it was a lost cause. Are you still interested in hearing about this? I warn you, that was the only beginning. Yes, go on. Sure, I liked my family. They allowed me to take more risks and do some more exciting stuff. I finally started enjoying my dangerous daily routine. I was young and I was unable to find happiness in a quiet life. I was craving some action. Why did I say carving? I was craving some action, but my parents always tried to protect me, to keep me away from any kind of danger. I discovered the troubles of living a life of adventure just a year later. Our family got attacked by a group of red horsemen. Most of us got killed, the women were enslaved, and I was left for dead on the ground. I was alone again. I barely managed to survive, and I learnt about caution the hard way. I travelled to a nearby settlement, and some people there were kind enough to allow me to stay with them for a while, letting my wounds heal. I remember that I was incredibly grateful and surprised. I'd never heard of anyone else getting inside a settlement so easily. Are you still with me, or maybe you want me to continue some other time? Go on. Where were we? Oh yes, my short experience as a settled man. They were really kind, but it was obvious that I couldn't stay for long. The settlement was already too crowded. Among these people, there was a Hector, a young but capable lad, a man who was our leader for so many years that I still can't believe he's dead. Hector asked me to join him. He was about to leave the settlement with some other people like Goran, but he was no expert on nomadic lifestyle. That's how our family was born. I'm thankful that I've never seen it fall apart despite all the dangers we'd face. We traveled a lot, but the world outside the Veil is dangerous. That was why 5 years ago we decided to come here. Many things changed since the day we became a family. We lost many people, but we also found a lot of new friends. And 2 years ago we found you, mysterious guy with amnesia. The tale is over. I didn't give you a lot of details about everything that happened after my meeting with Hector, but it doesn't matter. There was nothing that you didn't see during the last 2 years with us. No, your last 2 years with us. Bandits, beasts, and so on. The only different thing is that in the Veil, those things are not that common. So, did you like that little lifetime story of mine? Much like with him, or you can't jump 30 years into the future without giving me at least some of your good stories. Fine. I promise you that I'll give you more details, but not today and not tomorrow. There's some things that I'd like to keep buried for a little longer. Okay. Putting the contact down his eye. This talks about Veil. There isn't much to be told. The Vale is a little territory mostly surrounded by woods and mountains. That's why it's a safe area. The Vale is a safe place, but there are different reasons behind that safety. First of all, as I already told you, it's quite enclosed, and that means less travelers around. But the real secret is that most people in the Vale are poor. I travel a lot, and I can assure you that the Wind Tower is a crappy backwater village compared to some of the towns I've seen in the plains. It was about the mission, and that'll be the last one, I think. Yeah. It's completely screwed up. We risk throwing ourselves on a suicide mission, but at the same time, we can't just abandon our companions. We need to track down those Americs. We'll have time to gather items and supplies while doing so. Dealing with them will require preparation. At the end of the day, they're just 3 people. They may be badass mercenaries, but they're human just like you and me. All that's needed to kill a human is a properly placed bullet. But we need to be able to shoot the bullet. We need weapons, supplies, and probably more people. There's strength in numbers. Okay. So I've asked about you, asked about you, asked about you, asked about you. Okay, we'll leave. Yeah, let's not waste too much time chatting. So we're gonna talk to everyone? Okay. What do you need, glorious leader? Leading a mission. Our quest will bring us face to face with an incredible danger. But you can't be witness to the kidnapping of our family without feeling the urge to strike back. This is our chance to flourish. If we're able to accomplish this, we'll no longer be simple survivors. The predator doesn't accept the prey to hunt him. They don't know we're coming, and they only realize that once the real fight begins. The past. I can, but it won't be easy for me. I lived as an outcast until Jerome invited me to join his family. It's not pleasant to unearth these parts of my past. Something important to me. I appreciate it a lot if you are willing to share your story. Just curious, I'm not here to judge anyone. If you don't want to, I won't force you. Don't worry, I can do that. But don't complain if I choose to end the tale another day. One shouldn't dig too much into painful memories. My story begins 24 years ago. I was born in a large nomad family. There were many, and the cattle we used to breed fed us every day. I was different from the others. I already understood that in my youth, thanks to other children and their incident cruelty. My thoughts and my words were branded as strange and mad, just like they are today. People don't understand the notion of difference. They need a simple world with simple rules. They couldn't bear being different. As soon as my parents died, I became an outcast, hated and despised. That's why I left them, to search for different people, but also walk my different path. I left them, and it was the best decision I'd ever made. I traveled for 2 years around the world. I've learned its mechanisms and the mentality of its people. Only ignorance describe. Is that the word? Ignorance? Yeah. Describe the world and its inhabitants using simple words and rules. They're too limited to search for anything beyond that perceived truths. I finally found Jerome and Hector 4 years ago, and that was a joyful day. They accepted me. I don't care whether they thought I was just some crazy girl, because I became part of something. That's all that matters. And you accepted me too. That's why I don't preoccupy myself with how others view me. I just want to be myself without being mistreated because of that. You're not a fool, you're just unlike the others. That is not a problem. After all, you'd never put us in danger. You shouldn't say that. I like the way you are. You're just unlike the others. It doesn't make you strange, it just makes you different. You're a capable woman, and I don't know where I'd be without you. I probably owe you my life. Yeah, this one or this one? Go this one. You are kind, even if you don't really think that. Please, Demetra, believe me, you're more interesting than most of the people I've met. Your character makes you a good companion and a valuable source of advice. Please, Demetra, trust me, you're a valuable member of this family. I wouldn't trade you for anyone. Thank you if you're a little strange, you'll always be a valuable companion in my eyes. This one or this one? Trust me? If that's what you really think, I thank you. Maybe I've finally found a place for myself in this world. Anyway, the tale isn't finished yet, but I'll tell you it's ending in the future. I don't like to recall these times, and I already do that too often in my head. Demetra smiles. Yes, let's get back to our journey. Okay, so talk to you. Why, hello there. Is there something you want to talk about? Talk about your past. There's nothing interesting. You're a survivor too. It's all about hunting, scavenging, and always having cold hands. And a nose that begs for mercy. You hiding something? I was caught under a snowslide 2 years ago, and I lost all my memories. I don't remember anything from my past life. I can't believe you have nothing interesting to tell me. I'm sure you've run into something particular during. What about this one? Then the life of a survivor must be quite new to you. But I'm pretty sure that those 2 years were enough to rediscover its non-existent pleasures. Anyway, there isn't much to tell you. I was born a survivor. I lived as a survivor. I am a survivor now, and I'm afraid I'm going to die a survivor. I left my parents when I was 20. It wasn't my choice. We got attacked by a group of cannibals. They killed most of us, including my direct family. I traveled with other survivors for some time, and we met another group and decided to join them. That is how I met April. We started getting to know each other. We quickly grew fond of ourselves, and in 2 years we got married. For some time I was happy, really happy, but things aren't meant to last in the White Wasteland. I consider myself lucky because, despite everything that happened, I never lost April. We've been through some really rough times. Long story short, after some time, our group decided to split up, and life became risky again. We traveled with 3 different types of different families after that. Every time, problems would arise and everything would be ruined. But even though we'd lose everything, we'd never lose each other. The last of those 3 families was attacked by bandits just a week before we first met. I think you can fill in the rest yourself. End of story, and please don't ask for a detailed version. I prefer some things to stay private. Don't worry, I can just break your privacy. Thank you. Maybe I'll tell you more in the future. Is there something else you want to discuss? It's about April. Marriage. The oldest of all deals. It's a classic story. We found love in this wicked world and decided to survive together as a couple. Until death do us part. Our secret is that she's patient enough to tolerate my personality and I. Carlos pauses for a second. I guess I can make her laugh? It's a good thing to make someone laugh when life is nothing more than an eternal struggle within a cruel world, isn't it? But like a man, it's rare to see real covers among nomads. Yes, I guess it is. It makes everything easier to bear. Or is cracking jokes your only skill? Okay, we'll go, yes it is. Yeah, it's nice to find Someone who doesn't need to take everything seriously. Anyway, was there something else you need to discuss? Nope. Not that we won't be seeing each other for the rest of the day. Okay, I think last one is you. Hi there. What can I do for you? My past? Well, I've always lived as a nomad, wandering on the mantle and struggling to survive day by day. Despite our conditions, what we have to do to survive, I feel lucky. I have my faith to guide me and my man to comfort me. People made fun of me because of my faith in God, but it's always given me strength. Maybe endure the hardest moments. I've never lost hope, and that's why I'm still alive. I have Carlos to brighten my day, too. We met a long, long time ago. We've always been together since that day. Nothing in the world managed to tear us apart. Everything else is just a story. Like many others. We've been in different families, we fought for our lives, and we had our good times and bad times. That's about Carlos. My lovely husband. Behind that mask, he hides a soft spot. That's why I fell in love with him. He's smart and resourceful, even if he's always so cynical. I like to think that we're complementary. He's better at seeing evil and danger. I'm better at seeing hope and goodness. We need each other to balance our perspective of life. I understand why so many people don't like Carlos. He doesn't really try to get the others' approval. He'd rather say what he thinks and what he feels is right. But as I said, there are feelings and principles deep inside him. Things get to him more than he would admit. He's a good guy. That's the main reason why I love him. He's got a faith. She smiles. I am a Christian, like many others, but unlike many others, I really seek to live following good principles. A lot of the ancients were Christians. Religion was very important back then. Today, people forgot that there's a high purpose to our life, and that our struggles will lead to an eternal reward. Faith is my strength, my beacon of light in this world of cold darkness. And even if people sometimes mock me, I think they envy me the strength. Okay, we'll leave. Ah, thought there was only one left. He smiles when you approach her. Hello. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? There isn't really much to say, I guess. I've lived a survivor just like everyone else. Nothing really happened in my life until I got captured by bandits and joined this family. Even if we always have something to worry about, I've done more things since that moment than in my entire life prior to that. Regrets. I lived with them as a nomad, and I didn't travel as much as we do now. Life was kinda easy for me back then. I really miss them. But everyone walking to the White Wasteland knows that people die every day. I must accept the fact that they're no longer here. They care for me, maybe even too much. I never had the chance to do anything on my own. I didn't like how much they worried about me. At least I can grow strong now. Learn how to survive on my own. Help the people traveling with me. I feel useful. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so what do I do? While traveling with your party, you suddenly hear some noise in the distance. As you get closer, you identify the strange sounds as human voices. A group is arguing animately near an old house. Most of them are armed with melee weapons, but one that seems to be the leader has a gun in the right hand. Oh god. I'm gonna die because I wasn't supposed to be here without weapons. So you walk towards the group. As soon as they spot you, the man with the gun approaches you and addresses you in a friendly manner. Greetings, travelers. I don't know what brings you here, but since you haven't attacked us, it seems that you've come in peace. Am I right? Despite his friendly demeanor, the man keeps his gun drawn. What's going on here? Why are you so unusually friendly with us? Yes, you are. What brings you here to the middle of nowhere? We aren't raiders, if that's what you mean. Good to know. We're decent people pursuing a murderer. The beast killed 3 good men and ran away, hoping to hide inside their house. Can you help us deal with him? He's armed and dangerous, and we can use all the help we can get. Suddenly you hear a deep voice coming from the house. It won't be necessary. I'm coming outside to let you finish your job. A massive man emerges from the house carrying a little girl in his arms. You can clearly see the blood dripping to the ground from the child's body. The armed man and his people raise their weapons and draw back to fear. The man comes closer and you see an expression of despair on his face. Are you happy now? You took the life of my little girl, and now you can take mine too. How glorious and noble you are. What? Shut up, you filthy dog. You killed 3 of my people. You brought this upon yourself. The man falls to his knees and slowly lays the girl's body on the snow. She has been shot in the chest. Why don't you tell them the whole story? Tell them how you attacked us. Tell them what you wanted to do with us. Tell them you wanted to sell us as slaves. Oh jeez. Pay no attention to his words. He's lying. He's a lying coon thug, and he needs to pay for his actions. Demetra saw it, but she clearly appalled by the scene. Go on. Just deserve no mercy, that's why we're gonna kill you instead. Why did you kill him? What? Are you crazy? What does that mean? Sounded pretty clear to me. We're going to get rid of you vermin. What? I'm not gonna kill anyone. The man jumps to his feet and smashes the leader of the slavers with incredible force, and he grabs his gun from the ground and starts shooting. He faces a group of poorly equipped but quite threatening raiders. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, we'll just step. Okay. See an enemy leader. Taking him down could give you a great advantage. Try to take him down with a single shot. Take him down with an arrow. Shoot him until he falls to the ground. Sneak behind him and kill him easier. We use the arrow because we're good with bows. Enemy laser far away from the target. Oh, of course it misses again. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna go one more time. Sweet. You get pushed away from the first line and 2 enemies move towards you. Shall we defend? We'll defend. Sweet. Faster than you and you get beaten. Sweet, we just defended. Let's go again. Sweet. Big enemy comes towards you wielding a massive two-handed weapon. Fight him in close combat. Do that. Hostile horseman is charging in your direction. Oh god. I have 50 bullets. Should I shoot him? I don't think I'm good with guns though. Neutral gun. Oh, cool! We did it! Sweet! Charging your direction. Let's shoot him again, shall we? Yeah, let's shoot him again. Yeah! Enemies run away from you, the fight is over. Nice! Take a moment and look around. Your companions are mopping up the floors, up the fools who didn't escape when they had the chance. The fight is over and the man is standing idle with his hands and clothes covered in blood. He's looking at the little girl's body without emitting a single sound. You okay? The man raises his eyes. His expression is no longer furious, replaced instead by sadness and despair. He finally replies, "In body, I am. In spirit, I will never be okay again. They took everything from me. Everything." Slavers. You come across a small family and smell an opportunity to make some easy bullets. What do you do now? I will bury my beautiful child. His voice trembles as he starts to cry. And there I will stand, watching over her until I die. Why don't you come with us? This world has become empty for me. I have no reason to live anymore. Thank you, stranger. I will. Please leave me alone for a while. I want to be with my child a little longer. The man leaves, taking the girl's body with him. After some time, he returns and turns to you. My name is Mobolaji, stranger, and I will do my best to help you and your companions. I don't know you, but you tried to do the right thing, and that's enough for me. I will do anything that's necessary for the survival of this group, but I have a single request. Please, respect my mourning and don't ask me to tell you about what happened. Or better yet, just pretend nothing happened at all. Understood. So we got another companion. Sweet. But I'm gonna leave the episode here. Thank you all for watching, and everyone, stay amazing.